Okay, well, what brought us to Brain Balance is Diego had always struggled throughout school, but freshman year really struggled academics, and I started to see him just start to go downhill, you know, his behavior, getting into trouble, not really thinking of the consequences besides that.
Yeah, I mean, for me it was just really seeing my son not progressing to be a young man, really just kind of, I don't know what, I really can't put a word to it, but it was just like he was not moving forward, you know, with his life, at the age that he should have been, and we just saw that there was a need for something, and we just weren't sure what it was at the time.
Small things that we take for granted, which may be silly, but opening up a bottle of water, you know, things like that he couldn't do before. When we had birthday parties, tying a balloon, he was ecstatic when he was like, "Mom, I tied a balloon," and he's 15 years old, you know, and I mean, just little things like that. Penmanship, right?
Penmanship's gotten better. I think probably the biggest thing is seeing him being able to take direction the first time and actually go with it. Like, it's been like a huge win for us, because before, like, you'd have to tell Diego 3, 4, or 5 times just to get one task done.
Yeah.
And it was,
and still follow up and make sure he did it.
It's like probably the biggest thing that I saw.
Yeah.
And weight off our shoulders. I mean, it seems like we're like, you know, he's taking a lot more responsibility for himself now. I think the biggest win has been too that he is playing the role of a bigger brother now. He's not really, before it was always just butting head with his younger brother, and you know, just
which
a lot
siblings
of things that
do.
were, yeah, just like sibling stuff, but it really was a lot more than that. You know, he was, I wouldn't call him the problem, but there was a lot going on with him. You know, it was just, it was tough. And to be able to see that transition, where he's taking that responsibility, has been great. It's like he's owning up to being a big brother now. It's great to see that, and younger brother's actually getting a lot from him now. I think he's learning more from him, so.
Yeah, yeah.
There comes the tears.
And then just not, no, that's why I'm not even looking at you. And just not, I think a lot of times, you know, it's sad to say, but when it was just the two of us with a younger brother, you know, we could be fine in the family, and then Diego would come, and it's just like, everybody would just go at each other, you know, so.
It's like a tornado.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so now it's just completely different. Like, we enjoy each other's time, you know.
Wow, I thought about this when I read this, and I think the biggest thing would be to, if I was talking to somebody that was interested in this, I would tell them, you're not alone. Your child is not the only one going through this, because I thought we were. I thought that Diego was unique, and I thought he was going through these struggles by himself. And to come here, I came over here after Monica came over here, and she calls me and says, "Hey, you need to come over here to this meeting." And I was like, "What is it?" And I come sit down, and it's like I'm blown away by everything. Had I known everything at the end, the way it was going to be at the beginning, I would have been here with her to begin with. I wouldn't have even, like, she wouldn't have come by herself. Yeah. But to tell parents, just in a nutshell, you're not alone. Your kid is not unique to this problem or this situation, whatever the case is. And being here at Brain Balance, I've learned, and I've met other families that we've interacted, we've talked, and we've learned a lot from each other and what our kids are going through, and we're able to get through it together, and it's just been priceless. It's like, wow. And
it's definitely worth the investment. I mean, no matter what you have to do, you have to find a way to get your child in this program, definitely.
You know, I do. The staff has been great. They've been supportive, not only for us as a family, but for Diego. He's grown a lot. He, at the end,
Tell the coach story.
At the beginning, he didn't always like to be here, but at the end, he loved being here. And now he always wants to come back and say hi. And I know that that's been an impact with Diego's life. He is he's grown as a young man. His coach made a comment to Monica at a Booster Club meeting just recently that Diego's not the same Diego anymore. He's broken out of that shell of being very introvert, very quiet, very
and last year he would walk the hallways, not making eye contact, shoulders slugged, looking down. And he said this year he carries himself differently. His head held high, shoulders, and he actually interacts with all the coaches now, like, hey, what's up, coach? And so he's all, I see a difference in him just in the hallway. So, yeah.
Thank
We
you
love
so
it. We
much.
miss you guys.